So, just outside this morning taking care of animals. Here comes the herd, part of them. That's the little part that hangs out under the house for some weird reason. So, things are starting to dry up out here. This is pretty muddy and gross still. So, we put a layer of hay over my walkway here so that I don't slip and slide and fall on my rear end while I'm out here feeding. And right now I'm getting ready to start feeding pigs, chickens, and goats. So the first group that I'm feeding this morning is Miss Peggy and her babies, and they are getting big, y'all. I'm going to show you guys how big they are here in a minute. They are fat little sausages. So we give her and her crew 4 scoops of feed in the morning and 4 scoops of feed in the evening, because we feed our pigs twice a day. Dude, Mr. Noisy. So one of the things that we've started doing is adding in lysine to our food for our pigs. And the reason I'm doing that is because we switched from pig feed to all stock. And the one thing that the all stock lacks, that the pig feed has, is lysine, which is important for our pigs because if not, they have a problem trying to digest their food without the lysine. You can throw them the extra eggs, which I do quite often, which contain quite a bit of lysine, and that helps. But I'm making sure that all of my pigs have enough lysine. So I buy this bucket on Amazon. It's about $27. And this one bucket has lasted over a month, and I still have a fourth of a bucket left. So I just mix this in with their feed, and then we're going to go feed them right now. So I usually feed them over the garden fence. And if y'all noticed, I put the cover, the row cover, back on this bed. The reason being is since we opened up this fence the other day into this other section that we're adding to the garden, the chickens have started to come in here, and there's not much in here. As you can see, there's not much left. They decimated the rest of these broccoli plants that I had not thrown to the pigs yet. But they also got in there and really were trying to eat all my carrots and stuff, which I'm still trying to grow. So, guys? Okay, they're mad. They're like, Mama, you are taking too long to feed us. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready? There you go. Okay, now they're happy. But you see how fat these little babies have gotten? Look how big they're getting already. They are just the cutest little things, and I've noticed that Nancy Piglosi is getting curly hair. I love it. I love it. Oh, there's Pig Newton. Okay. I was looking for Pig Newton. Didn't see him over there. I always check on the babies when I'm over here. We have a muddy mess here still out here in the pig pens. It is starting to dry up a little bit. But we're getting rain. again all night tonight and all day tomorrow. Yay. So the next group of animals that I'm feeding are my feeder pigs in the back. And also in the back, I'm going to be feeding the non-registered breeders next. So each one of those pens gets 3 full scoops. Now, coonies typically get fed 2 cups of feed in the mornings and 2 cups of feed in the evenings per pig. I feed mine a little bit more. I'm just trying to make sure that they have enough of everything they need. Again, they're getting the lysine. And if they start to look overweight, I can cut back on that a little bit. But mine seem to be getting just about the right weight. And so as long as they're not getting overweight, I'm going to go ahead and keep up with this feeding schedule. You have to be very careful with coony pigs because they are not the pigs that you can give free choice feed to. If you do that, they will eat and eat and eat and eat until they eat themselves to death, literally. So we have to regulate how much food that they get. So here we go. Hey, Mama Chickie. If you guys notice, these pigs are very vocal until they get their food. The only way to shut them up is to put something in their mouth. So as you can see, again, these pig pens are very muddy. We've had to put sections of hay in here to keep them dry and to feed them on so that their food is not all down in the mud. Hey guys, so these 3 are getting ready to go to the processor in 4 weeks. So I'm trying to feed them enough to make sure that their weight stays up where it needs to be. So they're getting a little bit extra. Y'all are starving, aren't you? And you gotta share with the chickens. That's another reason you get extra. So these guys are going to the processor at the end of this month, February. So we are going to have to go buy another freezer to accommodate all of that meat. However, we will be selling that meat as well, and that is one reason that we use a Texas certified processor for these pigs, is so that we are able to legally sell. Oops, caught on a root there. This is why we use a Texas certified, I'm coming back guys, processor, so that we can legally sell their meat. So as long as it is in the original packaging from the processor, we're good to go. And in our store that we're working on right now, that will be something people will be able to do, is to pre-order meat from us. So they will be able to pre-order chicken and pork. We are also working on trying to get one of the local beef producers to allow us to sell their stuff as well. So this next feed that I'm carrying out is going to be for the registered pigs, the young ones. And they have busted down their gate in between the two pens. So now they're in one big old pen, which is fine. They're too young to do any damage at this point, so they're okay. So we are giving them 4 scoops for the 6 pigs, which again is more than they're supposed to have. But as long as they're not getting fat, then we're not going to stress over it. Does it cost us a little bit more to feed them that way? Yes, it does. However, as long as they look nice and healthy and act like they're healthy, then we are good with that. So, there is their lysine. Now, the other animals that I'm going to feed right now are my goats. The goats get about 2 cups of feed, all stock, in the morning and evening, and then the bulk of their feed is hay. So here in a minute, I'll be carrying hay out there as well. But we're going to go ahead and do the grain for now. Look at that gorgeous rooster. Is he not just beautiful? I have some of the prettiest roosters out here. Hang on, Miss Juliana. I'm coming to you next, baby. Okay, so we're going to give our little goats some feed real quick. The pigs are like, why are we not getting it first? There you go, guys. Again, they get a little extra because they have to fight the chickens for the food, which is fine. It's the same feed we feed to the chickens, so I just give everybody a little extra so that they don't have to stress about not getting enough food. Okay. So these guys' pen is finally starting to dry up from all this mud. Still got a section over there that's pretty mucky, but that is where they typically poop, and so that is why. Hi, guys! My gorgeous babies. Y'all ready for some food? Y'all gotta move so I can put on your hay. So, I see people feeding their pigs on YouTube, but their pigs don't act like this over food. And I truly have come to the conclusion that they are feeding the pigs prior to videotaping them, and then they're coming back out and feeding them again on camera so that you don't see how nuts they can get over their food. I could be wrong with that. Maybe mine are just a bunch of pigs. But yeah. So, yeah, they are very much into food, which I get, because me too. So we have one more group that I'm feeding this morning. Well, 2 if you count the dogs, but farm animals, I've got one more group I'm feeding this morning, and one of those groups is the chickens and the Juliana pig. So the chickens do not get the lysine, and they do have a feeder, but I try to, I throw a little bit out that they can scratch around on. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Yeah, chick, 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 chick. Sorry, y'all. I've lost my voice this morning. So I go ahead and just fill one of these buckets completely up in the mornings. and go put that in their feeder just to make sure that they have some out there. Occasionally, I will just fill the whole thing up, but I have to walk into that area anyway to feed the mama or the baby Juliana pig, and so I will just occasionally take some of this as well. Now, the chickens don't get the lysine, however, the Juliana pig does. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lysine in her feed right now. And again, I give her a little bit extra because those pesky chickens like to come in there and get her feed too. So this lysine bucket, I doubt very seriously is waterproof, but these barrels are when the lids are on them. So I just store my lysine in here in the bucket with the food so that it will stay dry, because I know we got that rain coming. I want to make sure the lids are all on these tight. So here we go. The chickens and the Juliana pig. Now the chicken run is not near as muddy as the other pens are, and neither is the Juliana's pen. For some reason, that pen does not get as muddy. Of course, right now there is only one pig in here, and it is her. Hey, Miss Juliana. Miss Juliana is also headed for, dude, get out my bucket. Is headed for freezer camp. We, however, are going to process her here on our farm because we are not going to sell that meat. That is just for us to eat. Here's my feeder for the chickens that Tim made a couple years ago, and it works really, really, really well. The feed stays dry, and yes, there's still some feed in here, but I'm going to go ahead and dump the extra that I have on top of that. And the way this feeder is, the chickens can't poop in it. The rain doesn't get to it, and so this was an excellent feeder that Tim made. So if you guys, if any of y'all want to know how he did this, we will try to make a video on it one day if y'all just let us know that it's something you're interested in. Okay. So everybody has feed. Now I have to do some hay for the goats because Miss Willow is over there yelling at me, and the reason she's yelling at me is because she wants her hay. Come out to help. Can you do me a favor? Can you grab some dog food for these two while I get hay?
I don't know if I could do that or not.
For the goats. Jim, yo daddy went to get your food. Hang on a minute. So this feeder is something that Tim made. He's really creative with this stuff. Got a little lid that he put in it to open the top and put the feed of the hay in. You put the hay in the top of this lid and then you put it back down. That keeps some of the rain off of it, but dude, are you trying to see what's going on here? Hey, this is Oreo. He's always very curious. Uh-oh. That chicken started to get his food, so he says, nope. My moment of fame is over. So, Willow. Hi, dude. Hello. Miss Willow prefers the hay over the pellets. Oreo, however, prefers the pellets over the hay, so he will eat pellets first. She will only eat pellets for a little bit, and then she's like, nope, I want my hay, and she'll sit there and yell at me until she gets her hay. So, she is a greens girl, or a roughage girl, aren't you? See, she's getting after that hay. She absolutely loves it. He, on the other hand, has access to the hay, and he's all up in those pellets. So, it just depends on what they like. I guess they're like people. You doing water? Okay, I'm going to go do water over there. Okay. So we've had a really hard time washing out their water bowls this week because it's so muddy. They are constantly getting mud in the bottom of the bowls. And you can wash them out, and 2 hours later they're full of mud again. And we've tried not to wash them out too much because we're trying not to add to the mud in the pens. Like, we don't want to make it any wetter than it already is for these guys. So, I'm going to go ahead and try to drain these water bowls out into the walkway here instead of in their pen. So, I'm going to try to accomplish that right now. This is not easy for me because I have little short, what my kids call T-Rex arms. So, y'all don't laugh at me. Okay. Alright. Got most of that out into the walkway, not all of it. I'm going to put my shower setting on here to try to clean out the inside of this. Okay, so got most of the mud out. And go ahead and put this on the soaker setting and start filling up their water bowl. We do have days when we come out and kind of scrub these out and clean them up better than this. Today is not the day with all of this mud because it creates a huge mess. And I'm going to try to get over here while that's filling up to get to these guys' bowl that they have scooched out in the middle of the pen, or at least far enough away where I can't reach it. I got a PVC pipe. I'm going to try to drag it over here closer to the fence. Not working. Oh, this is hard for me. Look, dude, you're in the way. I can't get your water until you move. Here, go. 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 Get out from the fence so I can get to your boat. Dude. He's like, what is this little fly pushing on me? Well, dude, if you really water, you can help me shoot it back over here. Sorry. I know, maybe I can reach it now. I don't know. No, I can't reach it with you in the way. Come on, move. Go. Go. Let's go. Oh, yeah. I know, dude. I'm working on it, okay? Let me get the mud out of it. And I will give you some fresh, clean water and not a bunch of mud. Okay, well, that's as clean as it gets, I guess. He said, no, I'm not waiting on it. Well, I got most of the mud out of it, y'all. So thanks for hanging out with us while we feed animals today. We appreciate you guys hanging out. Anything we want to ask them to do?
Yeah, hit the like button and share it.
And subscribe, please, if you
subscribe.
have not already. We appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good day. Bye.